Retiring early sounds like a dream for most people, not having to go to work, being free to do whatever you want, whenever you want, anywhere you want. People who are financially free are quick to give you all the positives, but I want to share with you 10 uncomfortable truths that I learned since I quit my full-time job over 10 years ago. I hope this helps you be prepared, especially if you're deciding to retire early or if you're close to retirement. Now, each one of these is in order of importance, so let's jump right into it. The first uncomfortable truth is that financial security is a must if you're going to retire early. Have you saved enough money to live off of for the rest of your life? How will these savings and investments generate the passive income you need to live comfortably? Will the passive income generated adjust with inflation over time? How about multi-generational wealth? Well, personally, I invested in cash flowing real estate rentals, both single family and multifamily. Not only are these investments sufficient to pay for my living expenses for the rest of my life, but they will be passed on to my children and hopefully my grandchildren. The next truth is about how difficult it is to adjust to a new lifestyle without the structure and routine of your 9-to-5 job. It's more difficult than many people think to adjust to having your days free from the structure and routine of your full-time job. While you are working, you may be thinking of everything you could do if you are not working. Now that you have all your time back, you don't want to waste it away. Those of you who have retired early were likely ambitious individuals committed to making the most of their lives. Without careful planning, it is easy to slip into an hour-by-hour TV watching that can lead to mediocrity and boredom, which will easily lead you to think that you need to go back to the corporate world to have someone set your schedule for you. You don't want to do that. Setting a plan for what you will do with all that free time is essential. I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so when I quit my day job, I wanted to spend my time investing in real estate and other businesses. I wanted to inspire and show other people how they could achieve the same through my YouTube channel and by publishing my first book, Stop Trading Your Time for Money. My schedule is full of interviews, speaking engagements, interacting with investors, and mentoring people on how to retire early. I love it. Another problem about retiring early is that your friends may not have the same flexibility that you have because, well, they're still at work. This can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness as well as resentment from your friends who are still working full-time jobs while you get to enjoy your retirement. I worked for over 20 years as an independent consultant. I helped large corporations all over North America, and I worked with hundreds of consultants. When I decided to quit my consulting career, it was hard to maintain friendships with my fellow consultants because they would always be traveling to their clients, and when they got home, they wanted to spend quality time with their family. On the other side of the coin, you also have reduced access to social activities, from networking events to team lunches, which are often provided by employers. It could be hard adjusting to life without these perks, especially if they were an important part of your social life beforehand. Consider joining clubs or communities so that you don't miss out on valuable social opportunities after leaving work behind. You also need to be comfortable doing activities on your own or as a couple because your friends are working and have limited vacation time. If you want to play tennis or golf on Tuesday morning, your friends might not be able to join you. The same goes if you want to go boating on Wednesday or go shopping on Thursday because it is less crowded. If you are going up for a 3-month vacation in Italy, you may be lucky enough to have some of your friends come and visit for a week or two, but most of the time you will be alone or as a couple. You have to be comfortable spending a lot of time by yourself and find plenty of activities to keep you busy. Personally, I've never had any problems keeping myself busy. I have enough things to do for a couple of lifetimes. I'm also lucky to be in business with my wife and my 2 sons, so if we want to take some time off, I can always count on them to join me. Here's another fact that not a lot of people mention when it comes to retirement. You will have to make new friends because a lot of your friends are busy working. So if you try to call people, they may be in a meeting or at lunch with colleagues or traveling to a client. You have to find new friends who can accommodate your new lifestyle and your new flexible schedule. Try finding new hobbies or activities where other early retirees like yourself can hang out and have fun. You will make new friends, you'll pick up new interests, and you'll be amazed how much you have in common. This is what life is all about, isn't it? Another challenge is a potential loss of identity and status, which may come as a shock to those retiring from long-term positions and prestigious jobs. From being an executive at a large company who was respected and influential to everyone around them, retired individuals might now find themselves feeling anonymous in comparison. An example could be going from an executive to just another golfer playing alongside a contractor, a plumber, and a retired dentist. No one is dressed up in business attire anymore. When people introduce themselves, this shift in status can hit home in an uncomfortable way. Therefore, those considering early retirement need to be prepared and aware of the psychological changes that come with this drastic life change. Health issues might also be a concern. A lot of people don't realize that you won't move as much at retirement unless you make a deliberate effort. So that will show on your waistline. I used to work for some clients in Silicon Valley who had campuses with 10 or 30 office buildings all spread out. It was not unusual to have meetings in various buildings during the day and having to walk back and forth. We would often have walk after lunch and even have walking meetings. You wouldn't believe how many steps you could get in a day. So if you don't plan on staying active, you are at risk of gaining some weight. To combat that, I suggest you get a fitness watch like an Apple Watch and get on a fitness program. I recently joined Peloton and I'm just amazed at the quality of the programs, the classes, and the instructors. And it's not just biking. I'm currently doing an outdoor marathon prep program and I'm loving it. Every morning I'd get up and do whatever my Peloton is telling me to do. I don't even want to run marathon. I just want to be healthy so that I can travel with my family and have fun with my grandchildren one day. I'm just enjoying the process. Now, this next one is not so obvious. I call them time parasites. You've worked hard, invested wisely, and planned your new freedom from your full-time job. You finally managed to get all your time back so that you can do whatever you want to do. A lot of people will look at you and think that you have a lot of free time and they will try to take that time for themselves. They will ask you to go on errands for them. They will ask you if you can take care of this or that. But your time is your time. You have to be prepared to protect your time because people will not understand why you don't want to help or assist sometimes. You didn't retire so that you can use your time for other people's errands. You retired so that time will be yours. So plan out your days, plan out what you're going to do with your time, and stop letting people steal your free time and use it as their own. Because if you don't, you will be doing everyone else's chores and you'll eventually burn yourself out. So set boundaries, make yourself a priority, and this won't be a problem. Finally, stay flexible. Staying flexible is vital when you're retiring early. You can't plan every single detail, and sometimes our plans don't work out the way we anticipated. So it's important to learn to cope with change. Mitigate as many risks as possible during your planning stage and be prepared to have options if something doesn't work out as expected. Though it can be daunting, having a flexible mindset is an integral part of a successful retirement strategy. I've listed a lot of uncomfortable truths. I've enjoyed working as an independent contractor for all those years. I enjoyed the challenges, the learning experiences, and the camaraderie. But it was time for me to start a new chapter of my life, and I didn't want to wait any longer. My situation might be a little unique. I sold my house and used the proceeds to invest in rental real estates. The net cash flow from the rentals is paying for all my living expenses and more. So we built a family business to help others achieve the same early retirement goal and get their time back. Some people will look at my life and figure that, well, I don't play enough golf, I don't travel enough, I don't have expensive toys. I am a pretty frugal person, but I have the immense pleasure to work with my family every single day. I got my time back, and so can you. I hope this video sheds some light on early retirement and some of the uncomfortable truths that you may come across. If you want more information about retiring early, financial freedom, and how I make my passive income, please like and subscribe to my channel.